In a world bathed in perpetual twilight, the sky painted in hues of orange and pink, life was governed by the eternal sunset. Time held no meaning in this land, where day and night were mere concepts whispered in hushed tones. Amidst this enchanting landscape, a young woman named Dawn wandered the serene meadows and forests, her hair the color of the morning sun and her eyes as bright as the first light of day. Dawn was a free spirit, exploring the world around her with an insatiable curiosity. She marveled at the beauty of the flora and fauna, the eternal sunset casting a warm glow on every living thing. Despite her boundless energy, she felt a deep sense of loneliness, as if something vital was missing from her life. On the other side of this timeless realm, a young man named Dusk traversed the quiet valleys and hills. His hair was as dark as the night sky, and his eyes held the soft, fading light of twilight. Dusk was a gentle soul, touched by the melancholy beauty of the world around him. Like Dawn, he too felt an inexplicable emptiness within him, a longing for something he could not name. As fate would have it, Dawn and Dusk were destined to cross paths. During their solitary wanderings, they both found themselves drawn to a picturesque lake, its still waters reflecting the kaleidoscope of colors in the sky. As the sun dipped ever so slightly toward the horizon, casting longer shadows and bathing the world in a more profound twilight, Dawn and Dusk caught their first glimpse of each other. Their eyes met across the lake, and they felt an instant connection, as if their souls recognized each other, despite the distance that separated them. Time seemed to slow, the eternal sunset holding its breath as the two strangers stared at each other, captivated by the enigmatic bond they shared. As if drawn by an invisible force, Dawn and Dusk cautiously made their way around the lake, each step bringing them closer to the other. When they finally stood face to face, they could not help but feel that they had known each other for an eternity, their lives intertwined by a mysterious, cosmic design. Over time, Dawn and Dusk began to meet at the lake during the twilight hour, their fleeting encounters filled with laughter, shared dreams, and whispered confessions. Despite the brevity of their meetings, their love for each other blossomed, a love as deep and enduring as the eternal sunset that enveloped their world. But the more they fell in love, the more painful their separation became, their hearts aching with the knowledge that they could only be together for such a brief moment in time. Determined to find a way to be together outside of their twilight rendezvous, Dawn and Dusk sought answers in the ancient legends and myths of their world. They traveled to the farthest reaches of the land, scouring libraries filled with dusty tomes and seeking the counsel of wise sages who had long pondered the mysteries of the eternal sunset. During their quest, they stumbled upon an ancient prophecy, one that spoke of a time when the balance between day and night would be disrupted, leading to the creation of a new reality. This prophecy held the key to their destiny, a way for them to be together beyond the twilight hour. Their journey led them to a hidden temple, its crumbling walls adorned with intricate frescoes depicting the celestial dance of day and night. Inside, they discovered a sacred chamber, where a mystical artifact known as the Equinox Sphere was kept. This powerful relic was said to have the ability to merge the realms of day and night, bringing about a new dawn for their world. As they stood in the sacred chamber, their hands joined in a tender embrace, Dawn and Dusk hesitated. They knew that using the Equinox Sphere would forever change their world, but the longing in their hearts left them with no other choice. They closed their eyes and, guided by their love, activated the ancient artifact. The world around them trembled as the sphere hummed with power. The eternal sunset began to waver, the colors in the sky shifting and swirling like a painter's palette. The boundaries between day and night started to blur, as the world struggled to find balance in the wake of the sphere's activation. As the changes took hold, Dawn and Dusk found themselves at the center of a world in transformation. The twilight they had known for so long began to fade, replaced by a celestial dance of light and darkness that had not been seen for millennia. As the days and nights began to cycle, Dawn and Dusk were able to spend more and more time together. They reveled in the beauty of the new world they had created, taking long walks beneath the stars and basking in the warmth of the sun. But as their happiness grew, so too did the consequences of their actions. The balance of their world had been disrupted, and with it came a series of natural disasters. Earthquakes, floods, and storms ravaged the land, leaving devastation in their wake. With heavy hearts, Dawn and Dusk realized that their love, while beautiful and profound, had come at a great cost. Faced with the knowledge that they had altered the delicate balance of their world, Dawn and Dusk decided to seek guidance from the wise sages they had consulted during their journey. They hoped that these learned individuals would be able to help them restore the balance and save their world from the chaos they had inadvertently unleashed. Dawn and Dusk embarked on a new journey together, visiting the sages who had once offered them hope in their time of need. One by one, they sought out these wise men and women, hoping to find a way to reverse the damage they had caused. But each sage they encountered could only offer them sympathy, for no one knew how to restore the balance that had been lost. As they traveled, Dawn and Dusk witnessed firsthand the devastation that their actions had wrought upon the world. Villages were flooded, crops were ruined, and families were torn apart. The weight of their guilt grew heavier with each passing day, as the world they had so desperately longed to share together continued to crumble around them. One day, while seeking shelter from a terrible storm, Dawn and Dusk stumbled upon a hidden library, nestled deep within a mountain cave. The library was ancient and filled with countless scrolls and tomes, some of which seemed to predate even the eternal sunset. Intrigued, they began to search the library, hoping to find some forgotten wisdom that might save their world. Days turned into weeks as they scoured the dusty volumes, and just as they were about to lose hope, they found it, a prophecy, etched in a crumbling scroll. The prophecy spoke of a time when day and night would become one, and the world would be plunged into chaos. But it also offered a glimmer of hope, a way to restore the balance and return the world to its natural order. According to the prophecy, Dawn and Dusk would need to travel to the heart of the world, a place where the very essence of day and night converged. There, they would need to perform a ritual that would harness the power of their love and channel it back into the world, restoring the delicate balance that had been lost. With newfound determination, Dawn and Dusk set off for the heart of the world, knowing that they faced a difficult and potentially dangerous journey. But they also knew that it was the only chance they had to save the world they cherished and, ultimately, their love. The heart of the world was said to be hidden deep within a dense and enchanted forest, a place where time itself seemed to lose its meaning. Undeterred, Dawn and Dusk ventured bravely into the forest, guided only by the vague directions provided by the prophecy. As they journeyed deeper into the woods, they found themselves surrounded by an ever-shifting landscape, with trees that seemed to move of their own accord and shadows that danced beneath the twilight glow. Along the way, they encountered creatures both wondrous and terrifying, some of which offered assistance or advice, while others sought to lead them astray. Dawn and Dusk relied on their love and trust in one another to see them through these trials, drawing strength from their shared determination to save their world. After what felt like an eternity, they finally reached their destination, a secluded grove where the light of the eternal sunset shimmered and blended with the encroaching darkness of the night. At the center of the grove, they found an ancient altar, worn smooth by the passage of time, with a single crystal orb resting upon it. As they approached the altar, Dawn and Dusk felt a surge of energy radiating from the crystal orb, a power unlike anything they had ever experienced before. They knew instinctively that this was the key to restoring the balance between day and night, the very essence of their world. With the prophecy's guidance, they began the ritual. Hand in hand, they closed their eyes and allowed their love to flow through them, channeled into the crystal orb. As the power of their love grew, the orb began to pulse with a brilliant light, sending shimmering waves of energy out into the world. They could feel the energy of day and night merging, swirling around them in a beautiful and harmonious dance. The eternal sunset began to fade, replaced by a new and unfamiliar sky, filled with stars and the first hints of a rising sun. As the ritual neared completion, Dawn and Dusk felt a change within themselves. They could sense their own power growing, as if they were becoming one with the day and the night. Their connection to the world and to each other deepened, and they felt an unbreakable bond forming between them. As the final moments of the ritual approached, they braced themselves for the consequences of altering the balance of their world. They had no idea what their new reality would hold, but they knew that they were willing to face it together. The orb's light reached a crescendo, bathing the grove in an intense, blinding glow. The energy surged through Dawn and Dusk, and they felt their very beings intertwining. Their love had transcended the boundaries of time and space, weaving a new reality around them. When the light finally subsided, Dawn and Dusk opened their eyes to a world transformed. The eternal sunset had vanished, replaced by a breathtaking cycle of day and night. The world was now filled with colors they had never seen before, and the beauty of this new reality took their breath away. As they explored their new world, they discovered that their love had given birth to a unique phenomenon. In the moments when day and night met, a new kind of twilight emerged, a magical time when the entire world seemed to glow with the colors of their love. Dawn and Dusk had become the living embodiments of the day and the night, their love creating a bridge between the two. As they walked hand in hand through this new world, they reveled in the knowledge that their love had brought about a change greater than they could have ever imagined. Yet, they knew that their love was also a source of strength for their world. They had a responsibility to maintain the balance, to ensure that the beauty of their new reality could be enjoyed by generations to come. It was a task they willingly accepted, for they understood that their love was the very essence of the world's harmony. As the years went by, Dawn and Dusk gracefully fulfilled their duties, maintaining the balance between day and night. They nurtured the land and the creatures that inhabited it, ensuring that the beauty of their world was preserved for all to cherish. In their new reality, they were no longer constrained by the fleeting moments of twilight. Instead, they were free to explore their love in ways that had once seemed impossible. Every sunrise and sunset was a testament to their enduring devotion, a symphony of color that celebrated the power of their love. As they watched the cycles of day and night unfold, they began to understand that their love had not only transformed their own lives, but had also touched the lives of countless others. The world they had created was a living, breathing reflection of their love, a love that had become the very heartbeat of their reality. Though their love had given them the ability to be together, they still cherished their twilight hours. It was during these times that their love seemed to shine the brightest, casting a gentle glow that warmed the hearts of all who experienced it. In the end, their love became a beacon of hope and inspiration, a reminder of the power of love to overcome even the most insurmountable challenges. They had defied destiny and rewritten the fabric of their world, proving that even the most ancient of curses could be overcome by the sheer strength of the human heart. As Dawn and Dusk continued their eternal dance, their love story became the stuff of legend, a tale of hope and transformation that would echo through the ages. And in that magical realm where day and night met, their love continued to shine, a testament to the enduring power of love and the unbreakable bond that connected them for all eternity.